Hello everyone, welcome to another video by Shadow Reviews. Today we're going to be building another Bionicle monk, or bioformer, if you will. And today I'm not going to tell you right off the bat who it's going to be. I'm going to leave that to the end. So you might be able to guess from a little bit of the color scheme, maybe a few of the parts that it has, but I'm not going to tell you straight up. So let's get started. So first you're going to take one of these bodies, then you're going to attach this blue Technic pin like that. Then you're going to attach another one like this, just like that. So now you have it like that. Then you can attach a black pin right there, so it forms that. Up here you're going to put on a 3-long Technic beam and it'll make that. Then on the back you can just leave that empty for now. So now what you want to do is a technique that, once again, I got from another YouTuber named ScorpionX, and it's a really good technique that I've used many times, many times. So we're going to take one of these pieces and put in a 3-long axle. You're going to take another one of those pieces and put it 90 degrees from the other one, so like that. Then you're going to take another one of those and line it up with the first one, so like this. So it forms that, and this is Dr. ScorpionX's idea, not my idea. So I'll probably leave the link in the description for that video. You should definitely check out all his mocks, they're really cool. So you can attach this one, the single one, down here at like the tail part, I guess, and then, you know, position it like that. So moving on, let's get on to this. So you're going to take a tiny XT4 body, 2 Technic pins, one at the very top, just under the neck, and then another one technical away, so like that. Then you can take this trans blue stud shooter or 6-shooter. I left the studs in just because it looks better, and then you can attach it just like this. So there you have that. What you can also do is put on these 3-long gold armor shells like this, just to kind of fill out the chest. Where's the one? Right here, and there you have it. So then you can take this, attach these 2 ball joints right down there. So there you have that. And so next what you want to do is, let's see, you can take 2 of these are tiny bone pieces, and put them on here at these shoulder ball joints. Where is the other? Here it is. So put that on right there. You can take 2 3-long trans blue armor shells, put them on like so, just like that. And then you just kind of bend them outward just a little bit to make space. And let's do the other side, just like that. So then now you're going to bend this up and attach it using this Technic pin. It should attach right between the other 2 pins holding on the stud shooter. So let me just get it up there, and voila, now you can swing these forward and kind of, let's see, adjusting things here, so you can kind of bend these in to fill out the chest. So just like that, and there you have the main chest. So now let's move on to the legs. So you take a silver foot, and let's see, take one of these bone pieces, that on, and then one of these and put that on as well. So this guy is like maybe as tall as Liwa is. I didn't want to make him too tall because of his original form isn't that big, so fixing to stand up there. But yeah, I ended up making him taller than I originally had planned. Actually, I'm going to take these Kopaka thigh parts, put them onto the front of the leg, and take a 5-long gold armor shell and put it on the side. So there you have that. Then you can attach it right on there. So now let's build the other one real quick. And almost done. There we go. So now you can attach that on as well. So you can now stand him up. Let's do that before we move on to the arms. And there you go. So I guess I forgot to mention earlier, this guy does take a lot of inspiration, or just kind of basically steals Kopaka's color scheme. It's not Kopaka, but it steals his color scheme just because of how I did things. So a trans blue hand with a trans blue bone piece, and the gray shoulder bone piece. Then what you can do is take on 2 3-long armor cells, one in white, put on the upper arm. Actually, not 2 3-longs, just the white 3-long, and then a gold 4-long like this, on like that. Then you can take these pieces, these shoulder parts, and then attach them up here onto the white armor cells, and there is his arm, or one of his arms. So on the other one, you could basically copy that. So let's build this real quick. And then the hand. And on this arm, which is the left arm, if you're going from the figure's perspective, put on a red axle for transformation purposes. If I get that in there, there you go. So now you can attach them up here at the shoulders. No gearbox for this guy. So there you go. So there are his arms. And then you can take this head and put that on right there at the higher neck joint. And the green eye stalk. Which actually, I hadn't noticed this before. I actually left on the eye stalk. That's weird. I usually take that off, or, you know, most of the time take that off. Whatever. You know, adjustments and, you know, stuffs and other stuffs. Anyway, let's build his back assembly. So you're going to start with another one of these bodies. And then you're going to, let's see, put on a 4-long trans blue armor cell. Like that, to cover up as much of them as you can. Next what you're going to do is put on a trans blue mini bone, and then like that, and then put on 5.0 silver chest plate. And on that, you could put this gold armor part. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, like just like that. So you could just fold that up for now, or just, you know, leave it out. Anyway, let's build his wings, I guess. So you're going to take one of these and one of these and put them together. Then you could bend it if you want. Anyway, you could put a trans blue version of the mini ball joint, or mini tiny bone, whatever, you know. I don't really know what to call it. It's a bone piece, it's tiny. Put a black one here just because I ran out of the trans blue ones. And then on this one, you put on a 5-long armor cell in white. Then on the other end, you could put on one in gold. And then on the end of that, the new Bionicle armor part in white. So there's that. Then you can attach that down here at the wider part. And then you can just build a mirror of that. So just like that. Let's put on this and this. So then armor cells go on, and last one, there we go. So there we have it. So there's wings. Just kind of trying to position that you can just fold this up like that to, you know, just kind of be there, I guess. Anyway, bring this guy in and let's angle up. So this will attach to his back on these 2 pins. And let me try to remember how I attach this. Yeah, wait. Yeah, like that. So this top technical right here and this technical right here, those are the ones that you'll attach this to. Then I guess you have to flip this around. This 4-long arm has to be flipped around like that. Then you can just position everything how you like. So just fiddling with everything. So you have the main body built. So now let's move on to his weapons. Yeah. So his weapons actually should probably tip you off the most because the builds are pretty similar. So let's start with this shield. So you're going to take this 4-long axle with end stop, and you're going to put on a black gear. Next you put on a half bushing in gray. Then you can put on one of these corner things with the 2 axles at each end. So just like that. Then you can put on another half bushing. Then you can put on one of these things with the axle hole right here, and then the Technic pin here onto the end. I'm just going to pull this out to give a little space so that this can spin more freely. Next, what you want to do is you want to take one of these Copotic shield pieces and put in the ice effects. Just because I didn't want to leave these empty, and these have the trans blue which match with the figure, and they're white which matches with the figure too. So then take two of those, and this piece, technical and two axles, down on like this, and like this. Then you can attach that on to here, the Technic pin. So there you have that, and then you can take this ornamental piece and put that on top. It won't fit down all the way, but it fits down enough that it won't, or it shouldn't come off. So there's his shield. Now let's build his other weapon. So with this is going to be the bottom of the weapon, so we can just set that off to the side. So now let's build the rest. So you're going to take a 4-long axle and put in a double axle connector. Then you can put in one of these connector pieces, just like this. So then, let's put in a red axle right here, and actually, can't put it on like that yet. Anyway, so you're going to take one of these pieces and put that on to here, just like that, and then put in a red axle. Like that, and then you're going to put on this piece on top, just like so, and put a red axle through that. And there it is. So next you're going to take two ball joints, or Technic ball joints, and put them onto a 5-long axle with end stop, like so. And then slide it through here with the ball joints on this side. Next you're going to put in the Technic pin on either side of the remaining holes, doesn't really matter. Then you can slide on two of these. What you want to do is line it up so that the Technic hole goes into the Technic pin so that this does not spin around, and then put on the other one. Just like that. Next what you want to do is take this trans blue tiny bone piece, put it on like that. Now you take these two gold paw pieces, put one on like this. We'll position it in a second. Actually, this one you spin it around. I guess we'll put on the bottom one first. So we'll just put it on like this, and put the other one on like this. You can bend the top one. I don't remember it fitting quite like that. Anyway, so I think you're gonna have to kind of put some extra up here in the front so that this can move around. So then you just put that down like that, and then put this into that gap. It kind of lines up like that. Then you have a hammer. So if you haven't guessed who it is yet, then don't know where you've been, but I think it's kind of obvious now. So let's angle up. Let's give him the bottom part. Here, let's pull his hand up so you can see more. So let's stick this in. Let's give him the top part, just like that. Let's give him his shield. It's gonna be kind of hard. Right, that was easy, but you know, shield's kind of large. Anyway, so now for the finishing touch, which I haven't let you see until now, the mask. And this build, finally revealed, is White Tahu. No, I'm just kidding. This one is Ikimo, all built up and turned into a transformer. So yeah, there he is. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for more mock content. And I'll see you guys later.